end this farce that Joe Biden is going to be your nominee. We know he's not even the president of the United States. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. Was that real, or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
So I think we're basically just getting to a point where people are tuning in to the Republican presidential debate to watch Vivek Ramaswamy have his viral moments in real time. You guys, last night, he definitely did not disappoint. We're going to be unpacking some of those moments in today's video. Before we do, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you all for being here. If you could please really quickly hit that like button for the algorithm, I would greatly appreciate it. And then lastly, this video is sponsored by my good friends over at Deal Dash. We'll talk about them a little bit more in a bit. So I don't know how many of you guys have already caught these viral moments. I'm sure a lot of you. I'm sure a lot of you. But we're going to jump to Vivek's debate opening because, I mean, it's just fire right off the bat. It is just amazing. And no matter what you think about Vivek, when it comes to what he's saying on the debate stage in front of a national audience, fantastic. Let's jump in.
Swamy, let me turn to you. Please make your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer in the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I'll give you my time. You can come up here and resign. The craziest thing, if you guys think about it, you know, a CEO, what do they have? CEO of a Fortune 500 company, they might have a year and a half, 2 years to perform. If they're not, they're out. If they're not performing, they're gone. But with the Republican Party, they're so addicted to losing, they just absolutely love it, that perhaps that's why she stays, because she's technically doing a good job in their eyes, because their goal is just losing everything, when it should be the easiest to win. When it comes to how far the left wing has gone, they're completely off the rails in almost every category of, you know, the political spectrum, yet Republicans still manage to lose. Unbelievable. So him calling her out right here is absolutely fantastic. I do want to point out one thing. According to timcast.com, Ronna McDaniel overheard trashing Vivek Ramaswamy in debate audience, saying he won't get a cent from us. We're not going to pay him because he's trashing me for doing an awful job. Also, a source who was sitting near McDaniel told Timcast News that she was not attempting to keep her voice lowered as she called him an a-hole. Yeah, there you go. He did the right thing. Let's move on.
Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party. Do you think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real, or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Mr. Ross.
Sorry. This is how we get our country back. We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Mr. Ramaswamy,
and they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to Governor Christie. Why?
It's so fun. I mean, you want to talk about standing out on a debate stage, right? You want to talk about kind of grabbing onto that energy that Trump had, let's say, in like 2015. That's how you do it. Right there. All right, you guys, let's take a few moments to talk about today's sponsor, Deal Dash. Now, I know many of you are already bidding on Deal Dash, but for those of you who don't know, Deal Dash is an auction website that many people either seem to love or hate. If you've seen their ads on TV at any point during the last 15 years, you'll know that they have thousands of auctions every day with brand new items. Right here's just a handful of items that are up for auction today. We have a Sony ZVE1, which actually I'm using a ZVE10 right now. It's Nintendo Switch. It's not uncommon to see iPads selling for 10 to 15 bucks on this website. I'll show you guys something as an example. We have an iPhone 15. This sold for $57.07. That is ridiculous. So you're probably wondering, okay, what's the catch? Because this just seems absurd. Well, you have to pay for the right to bid. I'll explain. Right here, they'll ask you to buy 220 bids for $30, which means you can bid 220 times in any of their auctions. Now, every auction starts at $0 with no minimum reserve price, and every time you bid, you can at most raise the price by a penny. After you bid, the auction timer counts down by 10 seconds, and if nobody bids in the next 10 seconds, you win the auction. So Deal Dash hooked me up with some bids. Let's go ahead and find some items to bid on. So right here we have a stainless steel casserole pot. We need that. I'm gonna go ahead and hit bid right here. So I'm the highest bidder up at the top. All right, right here we have a DJI Mini 3 Pro drone. We're gonna go ahead and hit bid. And I'm in the lead. Top one, zombie. Oh gosh, no, bid. That's right, we're in the lead. So you guys check out dealdash.com. When you sign up, use my offer code KLUG100 and you'll get 100 free bids on your first bid pack purchase. And if you don't win an auction using these bids, or you just don't like it for any reason, contact DealDash and they'll give you your money back, no questions asked, so the downsides are pretty limited. It's worth a shot. You guys do me a favor and check out dealdash.com/KLUG100. Take advantage of this deal. I'll put a link down in the description below. Let's get back on this video. What he's using his time for right here is incredibly precious information. Calling them out, calling the Republicans out, calling the media out. They're literally sitting here in front of propagandists. You know, he's talking about how you guys were all just spreading this disinformation campaign, the Trump-Russia collusion. For a while, people were calling Trump a Russian agent. And that's who's moderating debates? Propagandists? You talk about Republicans are addicted to losing, you know? Would Democrats ever have Tucker Carlson moderating a debate? Obviously not. They play by a different set of rules. I also like what Vivek brought up right there about Joe Rogan, Elon Musk. I mean, I know maybe that probably wouldn't happen, but thinking outside of the box to reach new people. People see the Republican Party as stale and grumpy and literally just for old people. That's what they see it as, especially Gen Z and other groups, right? Think outside the box, reach new people. And also, one of the issues when it comes to having these people as your moderators is last night, it took them about 90 minutes to talk about the border crisis. 90 minutes. We just broke a record. FY23, 2.6 million apprehensions at the southern border, not including gotaways, which is about 600,000 gotaways, people getting away from Border Patrol. 90 minutes it took them to talk about that. Unbelievable. All right, so next bit right here, we have Vivek Ramaswamy closing message to the Democrat Party. I want to touch on this as well because it's so important that he's bringing this stuff up. People aren't talking about this, at least on the national stage. Everyone up there is talking about how they're going to spend your tax dollars and send them overseas and do whatever else. They just want to be president. They're going to sit there. They're going to do nothing. They're not going to turn this ship around. Is Vivek? I don't know, right? I mean, do I really think he's going to win? No. I don't think he's going to win. But when it comes to being a part of that conversation and putting a spotlight on these important issues, I support that all day.
Close with one message to the Democrat Party. End this farce that Joe Biden is going to be your nominee. We know he's not even the president of the United States. He's a puppet for the managerial class. So have the guts to step up and be honest about who you're actually going to put up so we can have an honest debate. Biden should step aside, end his candidacy now so we can see whether it's Newsom or Michelle Obama or whoever else.
All right,
just
Mr.
tell us the
Ramaswamy,
truth so we can have an honest debate.
Now, cutting right to the truth. Everyone sees this stuff happening. Nobody believes that Joe Biden is running in 2024. So Vivek's right here just saying, be honest. Just stop lying. It's unbelievable that the Democrat base doesn't demand more transparency with this, but I think ultimately they actually don't care. The reason for that is because he's not Donald Trump, and that's all they care about. That's all they've been trained to care about. So fantastic work, Vivek, calling this out. Because nobody actually believes this. I was even speaking to people in my vacation video. Is Joe Biden vacationing too much? One gentleman was saying, it doesn't matter if he's vacationing too much. He wasn't a Biden supporter, but he's saying, it doesn't matter. Joe Biden is serving the purpose of just being a puppet, and that's all he's supposed to do. That is his job. If he's going to run again, the managerial class will decide on that. He's probably not. They're probably going to go with somebody else, and they're just lying to everybody about it. But yeah, that was a major issue when it came to the vacation video, is people were just like, he's not running anyways. You know, he's obviously not running. Who are the Democrats fooling? The machine chooses their next candidate, and they basically just go for that person. It's essentially how it's looking right now. So anyways, shout out to Vivek for demanding some transparencies, for demanding some truth. We're going to finish on this last part just because this is, I think, one of the funniest clips that I've seen. And I couldn't just do a little highlight video of Vivek Ramaswamy from last night without including this. Let's go ahead and jump in.
The fact of the matter is the Republican Party is not that much better. You have the likes of Nikki Haley, who stepped down from her time at the UN. Bankrupt or in debt was her family. Then she becomes a military contractor. She joins the board of Boeing and otherwise, and is now a multimillionaire. So I think that that's wrong when Republicans do it or Democrats do it. That's the choice we face. Do you want a leader from a different generation who's going to put this country first? Or do you want Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels?
All right, Mr.
In which case, we've got 2 of them on stage
Mr.
tonight.
Ramaswamy, thank you. Senator Scott.
What did I say in the beginning of the video? I mean, I think people are just tuning in to this Republican debate just to watch Vivek's viral moments in real time. Of course, there's some Republicans that think Nikki is the move. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know how they see that, but okay. Look, I understand. Again, if Vivek's not your guy, I get it. If you're suspicious of him, that's fine. But what he's doing on stage is absolute art. Borderline homicide. Okay? Borderline homicide. I think my favorite part about all this was certainly the calling out of the media. Why do we have people that were not only election deniers in 2016, but people that were purposefully spreading the Trump-Russia collusion for 4 years straight? Why do we have those people asking Republicans questions? Why are we still legitimizing propagandists? The way I really see this is Vivek's almost kind of peeking out of the matrix, right? You're not supposed to ask these questions. That vegetable in office is just supposed to be there. People aren't supposed to ask questions. Of course he's running again, but if we change the last minute, don't worry about it because it's not looking very good, but it doesn't matter. We're not going to be very clear with our base. We're not going to be clear with the country. It doesn't matter though. You know, Vivek's piercing through that and basically calling out what everyone is thinking. Just be honest about it. Just tell us. Just so we can actually have a real conversation and focus on the future of the country. Vivek, absolutely fantastic job. You guys, I want to know your thoughts on last night's debate. Did you enjoy Vivek's performance? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed my commentary, please make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next time I post. And I'll catch you all in the next video.